Hello everyone, I am Professor Nanore JG from Department of Physics, Raja Sripatrao Bhagwantrao Mahavidyalay Aund. Today's topic for the teaching is Wilson Cloud Chamber. It is probably the best and common technique for detecting and identifying the different charged particles and for measuring their energy. C.T.R. Wilson invented this Wilson cloud chamber in 1911 and was awarded Nobel Prize for it in 1927. Now consider the construction of Wilson cloud chamber. Now see first principle of Wilson cloud chamber. If saturated vapor is enclosed in a chamber and is suddenly allowed to expand, then its temperature falls sharply and it becomes supersaturated. If dust particles are present in the chamber, then consequently small droplets will be formed by condensation on dust particle, which acts as a nuclei for condensation. If there are no dust particles in the chamber, the vapor will not be condensed. If, however, ions are present in the chamber due to some ionizing radiations like alpha or beta particles, they serve as nuclei for condensation and vapor is condensed on the ions. Hence, the trace or path of particle becomes visible. Thus, presence of alpha particles or beta particles can be detected. So this is the simple principle of this Wilson cloud chamber. Now see the construction. The construction of Wilson cloud chamber as shown in figure. See the figure, it consists of large cylindrical chamber represented by capital C with its walls and ceilings made up of glass. It contains dust-free air saturated with water vapors or alcohol vapors. P is the movable piston whose upper surface is coated back. Just above the chamber, a camera is fitted. A powerful beam of light is allowed into the chamber through a window W. Some radioactive substances in the form of rod is placed near the chamber. So this is the principle and construction of Wilson cloud chamber. Now see the working. The alpha or beta particles emitted by radioactive substance enter the chamber and produce negative and positive ions by ionizing the air. However, due to electrostatic attraction, these positive and negative ions recombine into molecules. When the piston P is allowed to be moved down rapidly, it leads to the adiabatic expansion of the air inside the chamber. Consequently, the air is cooled and becomes supersaturated with water vapor. Now the vapor condenses in the form of extremely fine droplets on all ion before they are recombined. These droplets mark the track or path of moving ionizing particles, which is photographed by the camera. The process is completely automatic. As soon as the ionizing particle enters into the chamber, the piston drops down, the camera is clicked and the track of particle is photographed. This track is removed by applying an electric field across the air space to make the chamber ready for the next photograph. So this is the working of Wilson cloud chamber. The advantages of Wilson cloud chamber, first is the detection of ionizing particle. When alpha particle or beta particle enters inside the chamber, the trap is or path of particle is recorded, that is shown in figure, and by the using the shape of the path, alpha particle is curved and beta particles as a zigzag. Using this shape of the path, we can identify or detect the type of particle. The ionizing particle can be easily identified from their path in the cloud chamber. For example, alpha particle which are massive and slow moving, they remain for a longer time in vicinity of molecule and hence they ionize a large number of them. Therefore, the trap of alpha particles are thick, short and continuous as shown in figure. On the other hand, beta particles are much lighter and fast moving. They remain for a very little time near a gas molecule and are easily deflected by collisions. Thus, their tracks are thin, crooked, dotted and zigzag as shown in figure. A second advantage is the determination of energy and momentum of ionizing particle. If the particle is entered inside the chamber, track is recorded, then the particle of mass m, charge q and the velocity v will follow a circular path of radius small r in the magnetic field of flux density capital B, such that magnetic force equal to centripetal force. Therefore, QVB is equal to mv square divided by r, where P is the momentum equal to mv equal to qvr. Thus, by measuring the radius, the momentum P of the particle can be determined. Further, by knowing momentum P equal to mv, the kinetic energy of the particle can be calculated. And the last advantage, third, is discovery of new particles. By using this Wilson cloud chamber, new particles like positron and mu meson are discovered in the study of cosmic ray using Wilson cloud chamber. Then limitations. There are two limitations. One is the Wilson cloud chamber is not suitable for gamma rays and X rays. They produce very little ionization of the gas. This is the first limitation. And second one is the range of particles may be exceed the dimensions of the chamber, hence whole track may not be photographed. So these are the principal, construction, working, advantages and limitations of Wilson cloud chamber. Thank you.